So, this is it. 100 days in Minecraft War. This is my country. This is Ireland. I have to ensure that my country comes to power and rules this server. We will have to grind for 100 days, farming crops, generating electricity with solar panels, and even going to space for raw materials. My countrymen and I must use the money that we generate to become the most powerful nation in the NationsGlory server. Using this money, we will get the best weapons, declare war on our enemies, and ultimately become victorious. 100 days in Minecraft War.
Okay, check it out. We are here in NationsGlory in the Ruby server. Alright, it's day one. I need to get to know this place, so I'm gonna take a little look around and then we will go and see if we can find our country. A place we can take over. A place we can rule.
Yeah, so like I said, the first thing you gotta do is find your home. I saw right here there were little portals to each continent in the world, but I wanted to go straight to Europe to find my homeland, Ireland. That's where I wanted to be, that's where I wanted to be leader of, so from this boat I had to make my way across France, across the UK, and onto the shores of Ireland. So I put on my parachute and jumped off the side of the boat. This is an epic way to get around. It basically enables you to fly. It does take some time though. I mean, you are in a parachute, you're gliding. I mean, if you strapped an engine to my back, it would be pretty good, but anyway, we took a little trip across the UK and finally got to Ireland, and I realized, hey, this isn't a barren wasteland, this is a gigantic futuristic city. What in the world is going on right now? This server is only brand new. I had to get down and talk to that guy. He could probably kill me straight away, but I was gonna take a risk and see what was going down.
Okay, we've got to go find this dude that we saw a second ago. Okay, there he is. Hey, bro, excuse me. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's happening, dude? So I'm just new to the server around here, and I see that you have acquired Ireland, and, well, basically, that's my IRL country, and I was wondering if I could have this place, because, I kind of want it.
What, you want this place?
Yeah, I mean, you have done a lot of work, it seems. It's very futuristic. How can I become co-leader? I don't want to just join. I kind of want to own this place with you.
Wait, we have to think about that, because as you may see, we have really worked hard on the country, and I can't give you that away that easily. Maybe you could try to farm like $100,000 in game.
100,000? Okay.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the country. You've seen how we built it.
That is
I think
true.
it's really cheap. In fact, $100,000. So once you get that, maybe we can talk a bit.
Okay, fine. I now know what I have to do. That has been an interesting day one. I have to go find myself $100,000. Hey, chicken, have you got 100? No. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, so it was day 2 and I knew what I had to do.
Okay, Ruby server, day 2. The only way that I'm gonna get $100,000 for the leader of that country is if I go to the mine and basically start mining as much stuff as I can, so yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah, so as you can see, the entrance to the mine is absolutely epic. This place is awesome, and for once in my life, I was actually looking forward to go mining. Yep, so I got down here and I began by lighting up the little area down in this mine, and then, of course, start mining. Yep, so we start strip mining straight away just to see what we could find. I did this for a couple of days, basically just trying to get as much stuff as I can, because the more stuff equals more money. I was going to sell absolutely everything that I had gotten. As you can see there, I found my first diamond, so I was feeling good, but then just continued on mining. Yeah, just doing this for ages. Oh, okay, this is getting a little bit intense.
Ooh, okay, golden apples. Got myself a dark repulsor. I have no idea what that is, but I'll take it. Hey, an AK-47. We got some extreme chili as well. Okay, that's pretty nice. And I got a thermobaric missile. Okay, interesting. Maybe my guy is gonna want this. Look at this thing. Ooh, or maybe I can sell this. I wonder will someone give me 100,000 for it? Hopefully. Okay, but we're gonna continue on. Let's get the rest of this stuff.
Yeah, so as you can see, I was able to find these kind of little secret hidden areas within the mine, which was absolutely epic, because each time I found one of these, I found some good stuff. The missiles are pretty important because they are worth a lot of money.
Ooh, found myself another rocket. Hopefully I can get top dollar for these things.
Alright, so it was a good start and it was day 5 already. As you can see, I settled down here in the north of England. I wanted to basically make myself a little home. I didn't want to settle in Ireland straight away. I wanted to show the owner of that island that I was serious, that I was gonna do the work and I was gonna get him that money so he could make me a part owner. As you can see, I basically just got to work mining up the coal again because when you're in the mine, you do have silk touch, so I had all of the raw ores. I needed to get myself a lot of furnaces so I could smelt everything. Remember, everything I get here, I'm probably going to sell to try and get as much money as I can. So that's what I did. I started smelting all of the ores to get all of the raw materials, and after a while, I start making progress. As you can see, I was taking everything out of the furnaces, and I was getting more and more stuff. Feeling pretty good about myself, I decided it's time to make a beautiful home. So I constructed the most magnificent piece of architecture you have ever seen in your whole entire life. That's a gigantic lie. It's basically just a box, and I didn't even make glass for the windows. I used iron bars. Come to think of it, it actually kind of looks a little bit like a prison. Yeah. No, I'll put some flowers down. That makes it less of a prison.
Okay, so let's check out what we got from our first mining trip. Gotta be honest, it's a lot of stuff, so I'm hoping I can sell that for a lot of money. Remember, I've got to raise $100,000.
Day 7, we were into our second week, and I decided it was now time to go ahead and get my ATM. You guys are like, what? ATM? What are you talking about, bro? So if you get a sign, you write in ATM, this now becomes your personal cash machine. So it's based on the time you spend here in this server, and you can click it every now and then to get some free money, which is pretty epic. I also decided it was time to start selling some of my stuff that I got. I had these golden apples. I sold 12 of them at $70 a piece, which is, by my calculations, $840 if they sell, so pretty epic. I then decided, yes, I had diamonds, I was gonna make diamond armor, but then I realized I could make it out of this material, and it was better than diamond armor. I can't really remember what this stuff is called, but all I know is the armor is pretty sick and I was looking good. Ooh, yeah, let's get it. That meant that I could actually go ahead and sell my diamonds, so that's what I did. And I also sold every other ore that I had. I got them all out of my chest and just went on a selling frenzy. Pretty much selling most things for $3 a piece and some other good stuff for a little bit more. Basically, this was a good way to get money pretty quickly. There was also little challenges. This one was to get redstone, and yeah, I had redstone, so there you go. One of my achievements was done, and I got a little bit more money for that. This server is absolutely epic, and I was loving my time here so far. A week down, and I couldn't wait to get deeper into this. So day 10 was here, and like I said, I could not wait to get deeper into things, so I decided, yeah, I think it's time to leave this humble abode. I was making some good progress, and I was also about to sell my 2 missiles. Honestly, I wasn't really sure what they were worth at this stage. I kind of find out later on in the video that it tells you what they're worth, but I was kind of taking a guess right now, and I think I was guessing pretty well. So I decided to sell these things, and hopefully they would sell pretty soon. I mean, if you're on the server and there's rockets for sale and you've got the money, you're gonna buy them. Anyway, I decided to get going from England and head back over to Ireland to see if I could meet the leader and try and make a deal.
Hey, bro, what's happening? Yeah, it's me. I'm back, and okay, I don't have your $100,000, but what I do have is, yep, there it is. I've got like 9,000 because I just sold a missile. I was thinking if I give you 9,000, I mean, it's only 9% of what you actually want, but maybe you could just let me join Ireland, and then afterwards I can kind of still become co-leader, maybe?
Well, we can work on that. It's been already a good effort, like 9,000 in a few days, great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just invite you. You know, I am full trust on you for that one.
Ooh, okay. I like this. I am now going to become a full member of Ireland. Ooh, I like it.
So things went pretty well, and I actually was going to become a member.
Hey, okay, man, I gave you the $9,000, so I have a little bit of work to do to get you the rest, but thank you for letting me join. I'm gonna go grab some stuff and possibly live in one of kind of these apartments. Is that good? I mean, this place is huge.
Well, yeah, you can take anything you need. In fact, I'm just going to promote you to member of the country, so you can be even officer. Let's go like that. So at least you can do whatever you want, whatever you please in the bids. Just tell me what apartment you get, because we need that for our future members, you know.
Oh, okay, I like it. Okay, I can even break blocks, which is nice. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get settled in. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So like I said, that went so well. I was super happy, so it was time to move out of my little shack and move over to the metropolis of Ireland. I mean, it was a gigantic futuristic city. I was so excited. So finally I got there and I decided this apartment block was perfect. I love the fact that the elevator was super fast, and I decided to take the penthouse because, yeah, I like nice things. And this place is absolutely beautiful. So as you can see, I had absolutely everything I needed. The bedroom was awesome. I had a downstairs area, and I was feeling really good about this place. So yep, I decided to call it home. I rearranged some of the furniture, got my chest down, put some of my items in, and then also got some of the furnaces down. Not before the ATM. I mean, that's really important, free money, but a great few days. Alright, so it was day 12 and I decided to take a look around this gigantic city. I mean, there are rooms everywhere, and I kind of got lost until I found this little area. It said, free to farm, make money, farm. So I think it was a farm. And I was correct, it was a farm. As you can see, my mom was down here and he did a lot of work getting this place going, so I was happy to help out. Basically, the more crops you can grow and gather different things, you can basically make food to then sell on the server. It's a great way to get more money fast, so I decided to get to work. I was collecting up all of these beans and then replanting them. Man, it takes so much time. But then I noticed there was also a sign saying, feed the cows, please, they're hungry. So I was like, hey, I mean, he owns this place, I better do what he says. So I grabbed out some wheat and started feeding all of these cows. Basically, I was feeding cows to make more cows because I was going to kill all of these cows to get their steak. Alright, that's pretty grim, so let's just leave that there. I then basically made myself a little workstation, put down some furnaces, got myself a little crafting table and some other essential things. As you can see, it's pretty basic, but it served a purpose. I was able to cook steak, I was able to put away some of the materials that I got, and basically I was now a fully fledged farmer. Stick around, guys, because you will see how much better farming gets in the future. This server is so good, and the farming machinery you can use is insane. But back to right now, and right now, yeah, well, I killed cows, so I'm not gonna show me. I feel bad. Anyway, I learned how to make chili. So I had to get these bowls and different types of containers, and obviously the beans and the meat and different things. Then I could turn the chili into super extreme hot chili, which is a really good food source that I could then sell. Again, making more money is what it's all about, because I want Ireland to be the strongest and most epic nation here on the server. I decided to go mining again because the last time I did, I found some cool stuff, and it wasn't before long where it happened again. I found one of these little rooms, I found some golden apples and an incendiary missile. Nice. Anyway, I kept on mining for a couple of days, and again I found another one of these secret rooms with a chest with some more goodies inside. This time I actually went ahead and found myself some more golden apples, a chest plate, some diamonds, and a bloody bread thing. Yeah, I have no idea what that was, but I think it's pretty OP, so I decided to keep it. Again, I continued on mining, found myself another one of these secret locations, and this time I found a couple of golden apples once more, and some swords. Yeah, pretty nice. I think I was going to be able to sell those for a couple of $100 each, which was pretty cool. Again, I mined more and found another one of these secret rooms. This time it was like a nether type of room, and inside I found a crazy cool sword.
Ooh, okay, what is this thing? Vulcanite sword. 10 damage? Okay, not sure what this is, but I'm pretty sure that it's important.
So yeah, that sword was pretty cool, and I also found another missile, which was nice. Again, more money. The next day, I got back home and needed to get organized because I did have a lot of ores from the mining and I needed to smelt everything up. So of course, that's what I did. Get everything into the furnaces as quick as possible, and I sorted out my missiles as well. I wasn't really sure again of what price to charge for these things, but I think I made a pretty good guess of it. So I headed back downstairs and began to sell absolutely everything. I had diamonds, I had redstone, I had emeralds, I had all these different types of stuff, and I also had the swords as well. I did get a little bit of help from my friend. He told me what selling prices these things would actually get, so I was happy enough and did in fact get a good bit of money from that mining trip. Happy days. Okay, but it was now back to work. So remember those pots I was telling you about that I had to make? Yeah, I made those so I could go ahead and kill more cows. I made it really fast because, you know, I don't like killing things. But anyway, I also got bell peppers and basically all the ingredients I needed to make this extreme chili stuff because it is the best food source. Anyway, I made all the pots and all the different containers and then realized when I made the chili that they didn't disappear and I actually only needed one of each. Massive oof. Oh, I wasted so much iron and materials on that, but eventually I made all this chili, turned it into extreme chili with some chili peppers, and then got it up onto the marketplace to sell for that top dollar. Again, a good way to make money, so happy days. I also made a little platform out of my apartment just so I could see around and kind of scope the place out, but things were going well. As you can see, I have $32,000. Yes, I need 100,000, but it's all about the grind here, people. If I want to become the leader of the greatest country here in NationsGlory, I've got to put the work in. So the next process was to get myself some obsidian, which I bought in the shop so I could make a nether portal. Got myself a flint and steel and opened this bad boy up because I had to go in search for some blazes to get some blaze rods, because the next process to making some top quality dollar was going to be to make a potion farm. Yep, this is something that's really cool on the server that you guys will definitely have to go and check out. The potion farm is a great way to make money and it's super fun to build. But first things first, I had to get to the nether and find myself a blaze spawner. The first fortress I found was a complete bust. I couldn't find anything. Someone had already been there. I then used my parachute to get to the next one, which was pretty good, and I did find some nether wart, which was nice. I was thinking, this place has not been touched yet. Happy days, I'm gonna find what I need. But unfortunately, I actually didn't. There were no blaze spawners, so I just searched around, took what I could find, and had to set off once more. Guys, I was in the nether for the longest time, and you know I don't like the nether. I get scared down here. But eventually I found what I was looking for. I got to the spawner and I killed some blazes to get their blaze rods. I basically stayed here until I ran out of food. It took a long time. These dudes weren't spawning as frequent as I wanted, but I persevered, I grinded, and I got it done. And I also remembered that I could just purchase food in the shop at any time that I wanted, so that was a really good thing to do. I got myself some chicken wings. Delicious. Chicken wings and blaze rods. What a combination. I was feeling pretty good about this week. I got exactly what I needed and I explored a whole new area. I was having so much fun here in NationsGlory, and guys, if you want to come join me, make sure you do. Everything you need to know will be linked down in the description, but let's continue on this crazy video. Anyway, it was day 30 already, and this day I just put a little bit of work in. I got myself some of the brewing stands that I had been working towards. I got into the shop and bought some materials that I was going to need because I needed to make steel. I also needed to make this circuit board thing, but thankfully I had everything I needed. It took some time, but it was worth it in the end. I then needed to go ahead and get some iron with some coal to make steel, and then turn the steel dust into steel ingots. It was a whole process. It took me some time, but again, it's all worth it in the end. I also then had to get a compressor. Thankfully, there was one in the store that I was able to buy. Yes, I was spending money, but it was a necessity because I needed to get these steel plates to make more of the machines. It's a huge grinding process here in this place, but so much fun. As you can see, eventually I did get what I was looking for. and then I went back to farming because I needed to have more nether wart if I was going to have a sustainable potion farm.
Hey, bro, what's happening? I see you are doing some farming. I mean, it's good to see that you're working as well, but dude, I have been working so hard.
Yeah, I've seen that. I kind of heard that you were going to get going on a potion farm, stuff like that.
Yep, that's right. I've been working hard. I've got potion machines. I've got the aluminium wires. I don't have the solar panels yet. I know that I do need that, but I was thinking maybe you might have some solar power materials, because I mean, you've been here a long time, and I mean, yeah, this place looks insane.
Oh, if you want to know, like, I'm mainly a farmer, but I might be able to find some solar panels or everything you need for it. But in fact, I never thought about a potion machine. I think that's really good from you to think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I am super smart. But anyway, dude, also, remember the whole thing about me getting $100,000? I mean, I've been working hard. I've been selling, like, chili. I've been selling missiles. I've got 50,000. I know that's only half, but do you think we could kind of make a deal? I mean, I've proved that I'm a good asset to the team here.
Yeah, the fact that you were working on some potion farm and stuff like that, you really made a real advancement in the country, and I think you would shoot as a leader, in fact.
Oh, yes. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna give you the 50,000. We got a deal, right?
Yeah, we got it.
Ooh, so this was the moment I actually became co-leader.
Okay, dude, I did it. I sent you 50 big ones. Now I've only got $700 left. Ugh, oof. Ooh, yes. Okay, I am going to become co-leader of Ireland. This is sick. Let's go. I have been promoted to new leader. Okay, joint leaders. I've got to be honest, we are about to take over this server.
So as you can imagine, I was super hyped about what had just happened. My boy Z here gave me a 50% discount and I now was co-leader of Ireland. This was gonna be so epic, so I decided it was time to get to work straight away on this solar panel system so I could get electricity to power up my machines that were going to create potions that I could then sell for some top dollar. Whew, it's a grind, but it's so much fun. As you can see here, I was making the solar panels, but I had forgotten one integral part, a steel pole. So I had to go get some steel plates to make a steel pole to actually go ahead and finally get these solar panels done. But of course, eventually, after grinding, I got it done, I made it happen, and I had all the materials I needed to set up my new system. So I decided to tunnel out of this room and set up this little thing with some chests and of course the potion machine making machines. Yeah, I kind of said that wrong, but you guys get it. Anyway, they went down and then I used the heavy duty wires to connect them all together. Now, I had to get the solar panels in a good position, so I decided this was going to go all the way to the roof because that's where the sun is going to hit these panels the best. So that's what I did, and they looked absolutely epic. Let's be honest, this looks so cool, you've got to love it. So the system was set up, I parachuted back down to check it all out, and I think I had it working. I did have to get some other stuff though. I needed glass, so I went and got sand. I needed more nether wart, so I went and got that. But then I actually realized I could change my flag now that I was a leader, so it was time to get the Irish flag in the mix for my nation. At this stage, I was having so much fun and loving life. I love this server. Let's go! Okay, I was super hyped at this stage, but I still had to keep on going. We were, 40 days in, and I had excelled at this stage, so I was super happy. As you can see, my potion machines were working perfectly. I was getting strength potions, I was getting potions of invisibility, and also splash potions of healing. 3 of the most important potions you can have in any SMP server. So I got to selling these for some nice prices, and they do actually sell very well, so happy days. I also got back to the farm and noticed my man Z had, created a ridiculous amount of spicy extreme chili that I was able to go ahead and sell as well. I was doing so well, but I wanted a little bit of extra help, so I got to the NationsGlory website.
Alright guys, so check it out. Here on the NationsGlory website, nationsglory.com, we can get some legendary loot boxes. Pretty good price. I mean, you get 5 of them for like $10, which is pretty sick. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, buy a couple of those, and let's get back and open them up. Hey, okay, so this building looks kind of nice. Let's just get in here. I'm not really sure what we're going to get in these loot boxes, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be good because, I mean, it says legendary, right? So it's going to be good. All right, box number 1. Woo-hoo, these things look absolutely sick. All right, what do we get? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, my days, look at this thing. That is crazy. Oh, we got a missile. Yo, this is gonna be how we are gonna make some dollar bills, yo. Okay, we got an antimatter missile. Tier 4? Okay, I think we just looked out on the very first one. I'm pretty sure that's like a game-ending missile that we could, like, destroy an entire country. Woohoo, yes!
Yeah, so it actually is a game-ending missile. I mean, if you hit that missile of any country, you're gonna completely wipe them out. So that was an extremely lucky find, and it is obviously worth a crazy amount of money. Anyway, I got to it opening up the rest of my legendary loot crates, and again, I got some beautiful stuff.
Okay, gotta make myself a chest, and check it out. I've almost $50,000 again, so my stuff is obviously selling. All the chilies are gone, a couple of the potions, my sword. Ooh, people really like that chili.
Yep, they sure did like that chili. They were buying it all out while I was having the most fun ever opening more of these loot crates.
Okay, you know what? I think it's time. Let's get all of these down. This is gonna be insane. Let's see if we can get some more missiles. We've done pretty well so far. Woohoo! Let's go! Hey, we got another rocket. Oh, and another one. Oh, let's get it. Okay, that was pretty successful. As you can see, we got ourselves a launch control panel for actually sending missiles, antimatter missile, anti-ballistic missile by 2, and an EMP. Oh, we shutting down electricity around here. And a lot of other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get selling, and hopefully I can raise some funds. Remember, if we want to go to space, I need $1 million.
Yeah, so I just realized that that's actually the first time that I've mentioned space. Yep, you can go to space in this server, and you pretty much have to if you want to become an epic farmer. As you can see here, I went to the admin store and realized that my missile was actually worth $1 million. That was pretty good because if I wanted to get to space, I was gonna need $1 million, so happy days. I began to sell all of the missiles that I got from the loot crates. Basically, we need to get ourselves a galactic craft missile so we can go straight into space and start mining some of the crazy things that we need to create some more machinery. Yep, this place has so much to do, and I am determined to do it all. Oh, get ready for the grind, people. We are gonna go to work. So it took a couple of days, but I had finally done it. I sold everything in my marketplace and I now was rich. Yep, I had $1.2 million. Oh, it felt good, but I knew I actually was gonna spend it all pretty quickly. First thing I did was buy some iron so I could go ahead and make the materials that I needed to make some launch pads. Yep, space shuttle launch pads were going to be needed so I could put down my space rocket and launch into space. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I made a little access point to my roof, cleared out the area, made the launch pads, and went up and placed them down. Again, this takes time, but it's pretty cool when you get it done. Launchpad 1 was down, Launchpad 2 was down, and we were almost ready to go. And then I realized that I kind of needed these fuel pump things, I needed other stuff, and again, it was gonna take a lot of time, but I just had to get to it. So I started making more steel dust to make steel, I was making glass, I was making all sorts of different plates, but yeah, I was getting there, I was feeling good, I was feeling happy because we were grinding out, and I was making progress. I also bought a couple of materials in the marketplace, which was nice. It kind of speeded things up, and then I made myself a workstation. This is the thing that enables you to actually build all of the stuff you need. Like I said earlier on in the video, you can get some crazy machinery for farming, and that's basically the end goal, because you can only get that stuff in space. Yep, so we rolled on to the next week because we wanted to make sure that we did get the space to get that said stuff. But I kinda needed some help. I wasn't gonna be able to do this by myself, so I reached out in the server to see if there was anyone that could help me get these space rockets. And eventually I actually did find someone in a neighboring country. He was the leader of Scotland and he had got a max skill level. Anyway, I decided to keep on talking to this dude and eventually we made a deal. I was going to give him $1 million for basically 2 of everything that I needed. 2 space rockets, 2 space suits, 2 fuel injector things, everything I needed. But eventually we decided to meet in person because it was the only way that we were going to be able to do the deal. So after talking for a while using the in-game chat, I decided to just send him the $1 million. It was done, and straight away he came good on what he said. He gave me 2 rocket ships, crazy amounts of oxygen tanks, big fuel tanks, absolutely everything I needed. I even ran out of space in my inventory. I was gonna have to come back a second time to finish off this deal. I did get home, found a chest, and put in all of this stuff. I couldn't believe I looked out like that and met this guy. He was super helpful. So thank you to no, I can't pronounce his name. You guys just know that he looks like a duck and he's super awesome. Thank you to that guy. Look at the amount of stuff that he gave me, but I mean, I did give him $1 million, so I suppose it was a bit of a good deal. Now that the deal was done, it was time for me to get back up to the launch pads and get set up. This was going to be epic, and it was going to be an insane surprise for my man Z. Basically, I was getting 2 of everything because I didn't want to go to space by myself. I was gonna surprise my co-leader on the server and bring him to space with me. Mainly because I wanted him to do a lot of the work and I didn't want to do a lot of the work, and 2 hands are better than 1. But as you can see, the top area of my roof was now looking epic. I was looking epic with my space helmet and the fuel tanks went down. Things were starting to happen. Oh man, it was so good. I was able to buy fuel with the remaining money that I had to power up these rockets. Everything was falling into place and I could not wait to go grab my man Z and show him what I had done. I did have to make the platforms a little bit bigger to create more space so I could put in the pipelines that I originally forgot, but I eventually figured it all out and it was time. We were going to go to space. Well, he didn't know yet, but it was time to go tell him. Oh man, this was gonna be so good.
Hey, bro, V, what's happening, dude? I see you're still farming. You are.
Hey, yeah.
You're an outrageous farmer, dude. You're literally just always farming.
That's the main thing I do. Well, as you may see, I have actually to farm instead if you have something more interesting to do, but I think that's the good way to make money.
Well, I do have something interesting to do. As you can see, I'm wearing basically a spacesuit because I've been working very hard. I know you've been farming. I know you've got crazy amounts of extreme chili, but I've got a surprise for you. So, hey, bro, just follow me. You're going to be super excited. Come on.
In fairness, I think he was super excited. He wasn't expecting this.
Hey, check it out, dude. What do you think? I've been busy, right?
You already have space rockets.
Yeah, I basically got myself a couple of loot crates. I got a legendary missile, sold it for $1 million, then traded $1 million for 2 rockets, 2 fuel tanks, 2 absolutely everything. If you want to just check this chest here, I pretty much have all the space gear that you're going to need because you and me are going to space, my friend.
Holy, I'm so excited.
Alright, dude, let's get organized and let's get ready to blast off.
Yeah, so Z was super excited about this, and so he should be. It's pretty hard to get the space in this server, but if you grind and get a little bit lucky like I did from the loot crates, you could eventually get there. Before you knew it, the 2 of us were inside our rockets and we were about to go. I made myself some better armor because I wasn't really sure what was going to be waiting for us up here, but yeah, it was time to go. Z went first, closely followed by me, and we were leaving this planet, straight off Earth, straight out of Ireland, up into space. We could see the world below us as we soared into the stratosphere. Yeah, this is like pretty much the most epic thing you could do on a gigantic SMP server. You guys have got to go check this out. So we decided to go straight to Mars and skip the moon because we think we could get better stuff here. Pretty epic that we landed down in these little spongy space things, and then we were actually able to break those to get the stuff we needed to return home. So that's what we did. We grabbed that stuff, placed down the rockets, and then we went out on our Mars adventure. Yep, this is pretty crazy. We were just bouncing around this gigantic rock, not knowing what we were looking for and not knowing where we were. But we did spend a lot of time down here. And I mean a lot. I don't know how to better explain this. I mean, we were here for hours and hours, dude. It was crazy. But we did just mine up everything we could find. First off, it was the ores, and then we went around looking for meteorite, little debris, little rock things like this, and yeah, we were also getting attacked by space mobs. They're just regular mobs with space helmets. Yep, pretty epic. But like I said, we just went and, well, got all the materials we could on this crazy, crazy place. It took a lot of time, and it was a big grind, but we just kept on going. The fact that there were two of us made it a little bit easier, but we just kept on going out, bringing back the stuff, putting it away, going out, bringing back the stuff, putting it away, and repeating the process until we had a lot of materials. I decided I was going to be the one that goes home first, while Z stayed on Mars for basically a longer period of time to just keep on grinding out. He waved goodbye, and again I shot off in the rocket to head back home to Earth, to our beautiful nation, to get going once more and use all of the materials that we had spent so long getting on Mars to create new epic things that would help our nation prosper. Whew, this is crazy. The amount of work is insane, but it is all worth it in the end because we do want to become the most feared nation in this server. And right now, that was happening. What an epic couple of weeks. So it was actually day 80, the final 20 days of our crazy 100-day adventure. I got down to the farm and realized that we had got some new recruits, which was pretty epic. I decided we needed to build a bigger farm, so I tunneled down in the hope that we could get a huge, vast area underground to create some sort of a mega farm. Because we were going to get some new farming machinery from all the stuff that we had got on Mars. Anyway, the guys got to work getting a fuel source with these fuel pumps, and they also got a rubber making machine because we were going to need a lot of rubber to make these new machines that I've been talking about. Anyway, I got organized, got up to all the materials that we had mined, got everything that I needed, and brought it back down to our workstation underground in our smaller farm. Over these few days, we did do a lot of work, but again, it's worth every second of it because the end reward is so good. I got down all the machinery and things that I needed and just got to work collecting all of the stuff. Like I said, it does take time, but we eventually had everything that we needed in this chest, so I pulled it all out and got over to the workbench. I know what you guys are thinking, what is he making? And this is it. I am making a tractor. Yep, we spent all that time in space so we could make a tractor. You gotta love it though. This thing is absolutely epic, and it is going to farm up a crazy amount of resources for us. Anyway, I made myself a jerry can so I could actually get the fuel, but it did take us a bit of time to figure out actually how to get the fuel into that fuel pump. Yeah, pretty embarrassing. It took a long time to realize that we needed electricity. So we had to go and set up a new solar panel station to connect to the fuel pump so we could actually get the fuel out into the jerry can so we could fuel up our tractor. Woo, man. Yep, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work all of the time, but we always get it done. I am having so much fun. Hey, I just realized that rhymed. I'm some sort of a lyrical genius. Anyway, it was day 85 and me and the guys had been grinding hard. We were able to go ahead and get ourselves all new armor from some of the stuff that we had mined on Mars. Our whole team was kitted out with this epic armor. Anyway, we got back to work down on the farm and we finally figured out how to get the fuel from the fuel thing into the jerry can to fuel the tractor. Yeah. Anyway, we got down to our new farm that we had spent days creating, and guys, you are not gonna believe the size of this place. It is huge. You can't even see the back. A gigantic farm that is going to yield a lot of crops, therefore yielding a lot of money. We could put down silos when we create ourselves a farming enterprise. So that's what I did. RoPo's Agri-Farm Enterprise. Yep, sounds like a legit name, right? Anyway, I put down the silos, and now that we had these, we were going to be able to farm all of the crops, put them into the silos, and sell them directly to the server. But to make things a little bit easier, I had to go ahead and make myself a harvester. I got this thing, attached it to my tractor, and I was eventually ready to go farming like a pro. Yeah, it took 85 days for me to get a tractor, but yeah, I mean, it's worth it and it's super fun. I just chilled out for a couple of days here, driving around my beautiful farm, getting all this beautiful rye. Yeah, it's rye, it's not wheat, rye's worth more. I then put it into the silos from my tractor and was then able to sell it for all that money. Remember guys, this is an SMP server, so the more money and power that you have, the better protected you are. Because we knew it was going to come down to some sort of a battle between us and a different nation. So I sold all of the crops and got ready with as much money as I could, because I knew stuff was about to go down. So on day 90, I thought it was time to get the guys together. We had made a lot of money and I was feeling good about that, but we did need to make sure that we were the most powerful nation on the server. I decided we were gonna go to the war zone, but before we did, the guys gave me a gift of the most godlike armor you could find. Because I was co-owner, they were basically trying to protect me, which was amazing. We decided to go to Warzone Petrol because this is the place where you gain more power. We got there, and before we knew it, the battle had begun. We had to take this place or be taken. It started off crazy. We were on fire. It was nuts. The action was intense, but we had to make sure that we destroyed this other nation. Surprisingly, they were unbelievably strong. I thought we were just gonna steamroll these guys and get it done super fast. Well, it was way more difficult than I thought. Even me with the god armor almost died a couple of times. It was crazy. I had the best weapon, best armor, but these guys just kept on coming at me hard. It was insane. Every time we got them down low in their health, they just munched on more apples, hit more potions. They had OP stuff. It was an epic battle. It was a crazy grind, but we just kept at it. Kept going at these guys with absolutely everything we had. We had to. If we didn't, we would have been defeated and they could have taken over our country within days. So we kept on going, like I said, till the bitter end. And eventually we were able to grind these guys down and kill them one by one. We were victorious. It was an insane battle, but we had done it. We were now officially the most powerful guys on the server. Whew, it was intense, but the victory felt good. The only thing about that is, those guys are gonna want revenge. The war was on. Alright, so it was day 94 and I was wary that we were going to have a war on our hands. So I got into the marketplace and realized there was an antimatter missile for sale for $100,000. I immediately bought this thing and then realized afterwards that, yeah, I got scammed. It wasn't an antimatter missile. The deal was too good to be true. They sold me some crummy missile that was worth about 10,000 and I paid, well, 100,000 for it. So, it was time to get the war started. We got into a chat, we discussed everything, and we were going to go to war for one final time. It was us versus them, and it begun. It was in their territory, but we felt that we could take them once more. The battle was on. We knew it was going to be difficult, but we bet them before we could beat them again. This time I had some better weapons. We went straight in and started battling. But again, these guys were actually tough. They got me down, well, almost dead a couple of times, but I was able to fight back. Same with my guys. We did take some casualties, but we just kept on grinding out. This battle was a couple of days long. It was insane. Me and this guy were going at it hard. I had him down almost under halfway, but he kept on munching those apples. It got crazy. They set off some sort of virus bomb thing. I don't even know what it was. We had to run. We took cover. But then my guy Z came in clutch. He gave me a rocket launcher with a missile, plus this, well, magical bread that I could eat to make sure that I didn't die when I hit this thing. So I decided to lure them over. I made sure that their team were close, and then I did it. I took out 4 of their guys in one shot, and we had won the war. Victory was ours. Yes, it felt so good, and we kind of made a big crater in their home. Yeah, so pretty happy. We were definitely the craziest and most powerful on this server. Dude, it was day 99, and I've got to be honest, I was feeling good. I wanted to open some more loot crates because I wanted to actually finish these guys off for good. I wanted to get myself an antimatter rocket missile thing once more so I can actually destroy their whole nation. I wanted to obliterate these guys. I wanted to make sure that they would never come back and try fight us again. So I got myself the loot crates and I start opening. Woohoo! This is so much fun in itself, but it's even better when you get what you were looking for. But for me, that actually wasn't happening. I was opening up all of these crates and I was getting a couple of guns, maybe 1 or 2 small missiles, but not the one that I wanted. This actually wasn't going to plan. I need that antimatter missile because I want to destroy their world. And it was on the very last pull that I actually got it. I couldn't believe it. I had 3 left, I hit them, and lo and behold, the antimatter missile came out. We got it. Yes, it was day 100 and it was time to plan my final assault. I got out the missiles, put them into the fuel tanks to make sure that they had all the fuel that they needed to get to their location. In fairness, I wasn't really sure about the range on these things, so I was gonna set up the launcher closer to these guys' home. So I got everything ready, made sure that all the missiles had the fuel that they needed, and then set out on my journey to get closer to their base so I could destroy it. Oh man, I felt like some sort of evil villain while I was doing this, but it also felt amazing. I had to make the long trek by my little parachute here, but eventually I got there. And it was time to set up this launcher. Guys, look how good this looks. The antimatter missile went down and I was ready to launch my attack.
Check it out, we've got the coordinates in. It is time to launch in 3, 2, 1. See you later, losers. Yes, this is gonna be sick.
Bombs away! Let's go!